Welcome to Last Week in Warframe, a series where I keep you updated on the past week of Warframe, from announcements made by DE that don't necessarily warrant their own videos, to community fan art posts and updates. So without further ado, let's go over these announcements and news from the 9th to the 15th of June. Starting this week's episode off, we did have the launch of the Intermission period for Nightwave. You will have up until the 5th of July at 11:59 PM Eastern Time to get rank 15. I've already covered this extensively on the channel, and I'll leave a link to the video and the forum post in the description. But confirmed by Megan, they did state there is no prestige mode for this intermission period, and it will be returning in Series 2. The developer workshop revisiting Wukong also went live last week, and a full rundown of that information, because it is rather long, can be found in the individual video, or once again in the forum post. Everything's linked down there. For PC players, we did have Hotfix 25.1.2, which brought more relic UI changes, such as decreasing the visibility of unowned relics in the relic selection screen, making it so your name is in a different color to that of the other players when you are selecting your reward, and various other changes and fixes. But for the overall game changes, they did allow the capture targets to have their own unique takedown in the Gas City tileset. They will now float till they're over the ground, land, and start running, and eventually their jetpack will blow up where you can then capture them. They've also made it so your mouse will instantly be active when you Alt-Tab back into Warframe with the borderless windowed option. For the fixes, they are up on your screen. There was also Hotfix 25.1.3, which improved the tolerance of third-party software injecting itself into Warframe, improved crash reporting in the launcher, enabled dual-stack IPv4 and IPv6 connections to the chat servers by default, optimized the chat window and invite panel initialization, and they removed the footstep sounds when crouching and dashing as Wisp. For those fixes in that hotfix, they are up on your screen. Operation Plaguestar has also gone live on all platforms, and it runs up until the 26th of June at 2 PM Eastern Time. If you need a breakdown on what Plaguestar is, there is a full guide up on the channel, but all it is go to Cetus, do the bounty, Operation Plaguestar, and you'll work it out from there. It was E3 last week as well, and DE did reveal a teaser trailer for the Empyrean update, which is Railjack. If you did watch the Tennocon 2018 gameplay, footage, and preview, you won't need to watch the trailer. There's nothing new inside of it that we haven't learnt over the past year. But they did announce that if you watch any panel during Tennocon before Tenno Live, you will be able to get the Lotus Ephemera. You'll have to watch for 30 minutes on Twitch, and then you'll get it. This only applies to everything before Tenno Live. If you watch Tenno Live for 30 minutes, you will get Nekros Prime for free. You will have to watch one of the prior Tennocon panels in order to get the Lotus Ephemera, and to get Nekros, you'll have to watch Tenno Live. Separate streams, but you can find the schedule on the Tennocon website. A link will be in the description down below. For console players, you guys finally had update 25.0.8 launch on each of your platforms, so Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. So you guys have Wisp, the Jupiter Gas City, Disruption, Operation Hostile Merges, the Ropalolos boss fight, and much more. You also have a lot of Tennogen coming in, specifically for Nintendo Switch. You have multiple bundles, whereas PS4 and Xbox One, you only have one bundle. Another contest is also live, and that is the Sentient Destruction Guide contest. If you do want to participate and possibly earn the rewards, which is Equinox Prime Access and Platinum, based on the top 5 places, you can go over to the forum post and read it there for more information. DE Taylor also confirmed that they are aware of issues with a number of cosmetic items, the first being the Lympharis polearm skin status effects appearing off of the weapon, the Garuda successor skin's talons being broken for clients, the Aura skin for Nyx being bugged, which makes it impossible to change the colours of the feathers, and the Korat Mithra skin reverting after a full cycle of Venari's modes. And like I said, they are aware of it now, but there is no ETA. Now we go to developer tweets. The first was from DE Steve, where he showed off a little clip of walking through the New War tile set, or the Sentient tile set, whatever you want to call it, and with a caption, hoping to show the new renderer at Tennocon this year. Subtle reflections bump quality quite nicely. The second and final tweet was from Steve once again with another clip, with the caption, buried in Tennocon, but here's optical surface reflecting mag. New renderer stuff. P.S. No, this is not RTX, just the new renderer, hotness with improved screen space and reflection probes and lighting and shadows and... Now, as I said earlier in the video, it was E3, and there were a number of interviews with DE Rebecca with different outlets. The first was an interview with Jeff Keighley, the second was an interview with GameSpot, the next was Shack News, and the last one I could find was with Giant Bomb. Now, for community highlights, we do have a number of them. The first is a real-life Embolist model by Valentina Paz, Soul Link by Ad Referendum, and then we have Warframe by Kareem Tukul Pictures, Grenier Boys by Starry Puppa, and lastly, we do have my favourite of this week, which I only just saw before making the video, and that was Ember Grax by Silfix. Anyway, that concludes this episode of Last Week in Warframe. If you do want to check out those artists, links to all their posts that I could find are in the description of this video, like everything else I talked about here today. If you found the video informative, make sure to leave a like. If you think I can improve upon this series in any way, shape, or form, outside of sharing my own opinions, make sure to leave it in the comments section. If you want the channel glyph, they are up on your screen. They are one-time use. If someone has already used them, that cannot be used by you, because someone else has already used it. And if you missed out on last week's episode, the annotation is up on your screen. It'll take you right to it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.